Hello and welcome back to Warband and our Dark Elf playthrough here with Warsword Conquest, and we're gonna actually go and try to attack some of these High Elves. I have been leveling up primarily in dungeons, and that's pretty much all I've been doing, really. I've been trying to just gain as much experience as possible in these dungeons and trying to maximize the amount of benefit that we gain from that. And obviously, as you might expect, I've also gone to a number of different taverns and managed to find quite a few mercenary casters. As you can see, look at the mercenary Bright Sorceress right now. Look at how much damage she just did. Absolute insanity right there. And basically what we're doing with them is we've just put them in the caster group, as you might expect. And they're just doing a good job. As you can see, they're just absolutely doing a fantastic job. Of course, bear in mind, we are indeed in a fantastic location. Look at this. Look at this absolutely amazing height advantage that we have right here. Obviously, usually we're not going to be having this kind of thing, but this is amazing. And look at what just happened. Did you see that? They literally just died. They literally just died instantaneously. I didn't even need to do anything. And my forces, well, they're absolutely fine. Look at it. Look at that. 55 dead. Only 12 enemies remain. And this was actually a first for me, because this was the reason why I wanted to actually come in here. First of all, I wanted to just kind of see what was going on, because I personally didn't want to, you know, go into a bunch of high elf fights and not have you there, because I like experiencing things for the first time, you know, on screen, especially in this kind of situation. And look at what's happening. Look at that. We just absolutely massacred every single one of them without losing any unit of ours. Absolutely amazing. Really, really cool. And we can even take a bunch of loot here. Obviously, this loot is not going to be particularly useful, but I am very much looking forward to leveling up. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to level up. As I said, I have been trying to level as fast as I can through the use of dungeons. And, well, as it stands right now, I am level 29. I am 29. I am not that close to 30, but I might be able to make it to 30 if I get enough kills in this. And this guy's actually running away from me. Wait, is he? Yeah, I actually don't even know. Do you think I can even... Do you think... That's the thing. That's the reason why I actually went in to attack those guys over there, because they were basically just a patrol. And I was just thinking, hey, you know what? Let's try it out, you know? And maybe this guy is going to be pretty easy for us to defeat as well. If we can get a super, super good thing going on here, if we can get, you know, like a height advantage like we had beforehand, I think we might actually be able to. But that was a fantastic place for us to actually spawn in as well. We had an instant height advantage, and we were also instantly in range of the opponent as well. Made a huge difference. Absolutely huge difference. Anyway, let's get our archers over here. Get these guys over here as well. Actually, the casters shouldn't go that close. Let's get the archers like that. There we go. Fantastic. And now, here's the thing. What's really funny is that the AI does tend to be doing a good job. They're using their formations really, really nicely here. However, look at what's happening right now. They are just making poor decisions when it comes to what they're actually deciding to do with their cavalry, because obviously their cavalry is good. Don't get me wrong, they're probably going to have some pretty decent ability to do damage to us, but the amount of units that are just coming in by themselves is just basically signing their death warrant. It's not really doing anything, you know, to us. And I'm actually going to continue moving forward here. I'm going to be audacious. I'm going to be kind of audacious when it comes to, you know, utilizing our forces here. Because obviously, here's the thing. The more that we do this, I mean, I do have a lot of mercenary casters. I think I have 4 or 5 or something like that. I guess me saying a lot is not really accurate, because I don't really have a lot of them. But we have a good amount. You know, we have a good amount. And I would like my archers to be in range. Unfortunately, it does appear as though my forces are not really able to do anything. I'm not sure why, but for some reason it always feels like ranged troops in Warsword Conquest are always kind of well, they're not bad, but they always seem to be inaccurate. I don't know why that is, but anyway, I'm basically just doing this by myself right here because I want to try to get as much experience as I can. I still do not have ward save, by the way, so this is very risky. You know, it's not really a foregone conclusion that I'm going to be okay here, but I do have my insta-kill sword, and hopefully that's going to be enough to be able to see us through this. This guy has ward save, unfortunately, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Thankfully, he does seem to be very slow, which is absolutely wonderful. Nice block, nice block, nice block. There we go, took him down, wonderful. Most of the time, if I don't dodge, then my parries will save the day, at least a little bit, and that's kind of wonderful, so I'm happy with that. And now let's see what else we can get going on here. There we go, nice, nice. I've taken no damage? Okay. Why have I taken no damage? I have no idea. Let's tell all our forces to charge in. Technically, we shouldn't even do that, but I don't have vision on my casters at the moment, so I can't actually tell them. There we go. Let's tell them to stay back there. And we'll just tell our archers to move forward. We do need to make sure that the Shadow King himself is killed. And there you go. Look at that. That was fantastic. That was probably one of the best ways that I can think of, actually, to gain experience for our army, to get renown, to get all kinds of really, really cool things. Unfortunately, he did manage to escape, which is kind of unfortunate as well. But again, you know, can't really win them all, can we? You know, we won the battle, and I suppose that's pretty much all I can really hope for there. Anyway, let's just level these guys up once more. I have 60,000 gold, by the way, because I am gaining around 12,000 every single week. Just purely because of the, well, clearly because of the, you know, all the enterprises that we purchased in a previous episode. It's so incredibly important to get your economy up and running. And the reason why it's problematic is because we are facing undead pirates. Why are we facing undead pirates? That is so strange, because this should technically be a high elf dungeon, but we are now facing people with guns. And I wouldn't be surprised if I literally just die instantly. So that's gonna be pretty harsh, actually. That's not gonna be a particularly good thing. But I can't really do anything else. I mean, you know, if they gave me undead pirates, then they gave me undead pirates. I can't really do much about that, can I? So we're just gonna have to do what we can, and hopefully not die. Hopefully not die, he says. Okay, come on now. Just run for the exit. Is this the exit? I can only hope that this is the exit. Is it? Yep. There we go. Wow, that was really lucky, actually. Super lucky that that was the exit. Okay, here we go. Nice little stabby stab right there. Who's this guy? I don't know. Hello? Is your name Jeff? Yeah, maybe it is. But otherwise, we are okay. We are fine. And for some reason, I'm now up here. I've never actually come up here, to be honest. It's quite funny. I don't know, I feel a little bit more confident because I've actually gone into quite a few dungeons, like I said. I mean, obviously, I've already shown you a significant amount of dungeons in our time in the series so far. But when I was by myself, I kind of just, I don't know, I went a little bit more aggressive. I don't know, maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the key. That's what you got to do to achieve victory or something like that. I didn't really even win that many times, by the way. I still failed more often than not. Is this guy literally... Wait a minute. Oh, I wish this guy was dead now. I wish this guy was dead, because otherwise now I'm going to have poison on me. Yeah. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. What's even more annoying is that this guy... No, don't shoot me. There we go. Whew. There we are. Alright, now don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Nice. That guy literally hit the dummy. I thought that was funny. Alright. Very nice to see that. This guy has no idea what's going on. And he is going to pay with his unlife once again. And this guy's going to try and shoot. There we are. And then we should be good. There we have it. By the way, this is a long dungeon. By the way, yeah. This is a long dungeon. So, in other words, this is going to be very, very difficult for us. Okay, so problematic situation. I am poisoned quite dramatically, so much so that it is now affecting my movement speed in a very negative fashion. So, I'm not a big fan of this. I'm going to have to do something about it. Nice block right there from me, if I can pat myself on the back for a second. There we go. These guys are really not making it easy, are they? All right, let's see. Potion of Curing, gonna use that. There we go. And now I can actually move fast. Let me just pop out real quick second. Shoot that guy in the head. Bad accuracy right there. Oh, hello there, sir. Hello there. Dodge will save me. Thank you. Okay, don't get shot. There we go. I knew that guy was right there, so that's why I was like, oh, get back in cover, you know. Okay, this guy is going to shoot. There we go. I don't want to... That's the thing. That's the funny thing. That's what I've actually learned in my time, you know, just off screen. Basically, when you're dealing with gunners, right? Because obviously I've complained quite heavily about the fact that there are gunners in lower level dungeons, but obviously, you know, that's neither here nor there right now, because that doesn't really matter. The fact is they're there, and so we have to learn to deal with them. Now, the main issue is the fact that the AI is very wily with using them. They're very devious. And what they'll do primarily... I didn't want to pick up steel bolts. Ugh. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, they're very, very cautious with using them. And most of the time, what they're going to do is they're going to try their best to shoot you head on when you are least expecting it, basically. And there's level 30. Wow, we actually made it. Okay, that's fantastic. Very nice indeed. Nice headshot, nice headshot. Can I get another one? Nope. Okay. I was kind of hoping for that. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. That guy's dead. Are we getting anyone else? No, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, this is also one of the most death trap ridden levels ever. This is the one that usually kills me most of the time. But yeah, anyway, as I said, basically the counter, and this is going to sound really dumb, okay, so just prepare yourself. The counter for gunners in dungeons and close quarter situations is never assume, and this is what I've always assumed in the past, by the way. Ah, there we go. Yes, there's a gunner. And they were able to hit me. You know why they were able to hit me as well? Because I just don't have enough movement speed when I'm going up and down these little ladders and things. And that made a huge difference. Shoot him in the face? Okay, don't shoot him in the face. Oh, are you serious? Okay, this is bad. Okay, maybe I can get into melee with him. Nice. Okay, there we go, yeah. So as I was saying, basically never assume that the guy is going to switch his weapon from his ranged to his melee. And that's a funny thing, because if you've played this game for a good amount of time, you'll realize that sometimes the AI, most of the time, let's just say most of the time, the AI, if they're an archer, or if they're a gunner in some mods, for example. But let's say you're playing vanilla, right? Let's say you're playing native. You are going to be up against, you know, Vaegir marksmen and a variety of other, you know, random archers and things like that. And basically, in those situations, they're going to switch to melee really, really fast. They will switch to melee very, very quickly if you are even a little bit in range. Most of the time. There are those rare exceptions where they might not, but most of the time, from my experience, for thousands of hours, they're mostly always going to switch to melee if you get within range, because they're just going to be like, oh yeah, I need to switch to melee to defend myself. You know, that's what their programming is telling them. However, because of improvements in you know, AI behaviors, most likely the AI formations and various other things that you may see, the AI is going to be much more fiendish when it comes to these kinds of behaviors. And so they're not going to always do that. And as a result, you're going to then suffer greatly at the hands of gunners. And that's the reason why I've actually died in the handful of dungeons that I've shown you in this series against gunners. Because either, you know, and obviously there are going to be those rare exceptions, maybe, where you just don't see the gunner and then you just get absolutely murdered because you just don't see them and they're off screen. You know, that's kind of annoying. That's one of the most annoying things that can happen. Just you literally not even seeing your opponent and getting shot. And anyone that's played a multiplayer, you know, first-person shooter or something like that will know how annoying that is. Because if you don't know where you're being shot from and then you just get killed out of nowhere, it's annoying, right? But that's the point. That's kind of what I'm saying about gunners. If you just forward, if you just press W at them, they are literally probably just going to hit you if they have the advanced AI stuff. But if they're native, it's more than likely that they won't, because they're just going to switch. So it very much depends, but that's the reason why I'm actually surviving here much more often. And I just thought I'd share that little tidbit of information. It isn't actually something that's super useful, and it's very niche use cases for it. But I thought it might be useful maybe to some of you if you're interested, and otherwise I am very much wanting to achieve victory here, because this is going to give us an insane amount of renown. Oh, no, don't. We're on stairs. Being on stairs is also really bad, because that does slow you down dramatically, and being slow is super bad for basically any time you're up against gunners. Okay, this guy. Nope. Okay, can't do anything against him, but we're just going to have to do this. Nice. Okay, he's switched to melee. That's absolutely perfect. Basically, you want these guys to switch to melee. That's it. You want them to switch to melee. You do not want them to be shooting you with guns, because the guns are just going to do insane damage. And there's a cannoneer there. This guy needs to die as well. He's behind me. You never want someone behind you either, unless it's for fun times. And otherwise, we're going to be fine here. There we go. Wait. Oh, no, there we go. I made a mistake right there. Made a mistake. I'm making jokes. It's not a good idea. All right, here we go. Nice headshot. Okay. There's another cannoneer right here. It's actually just a buccaneer. Never mind. Ooh, careful. Okay, I actually risked that a little bit too much. Okay, there we go. Hello. There's two more of them. That's so funny. That is so funny. Oh, they're just literally lining up for me right now. That is hilarious. Okay, so I think we're done. I don't think there are any more. If there is another gunner, then I am literally just going to rage. Because imagine you're just like, oh yes, I've eliminated all of them. And then you walk out into the room, and then you don't see that there's one more, and then he shoots you from some random place, and then you just die. Yes, yeah. That would happen to me, actually. That would probably be one of the greatest things to happen. But at the moment, it seems like it's okay. At the moment, it seems all right. I haven't seen any chests either. I haven't really been looking for them, though, because my main... And this is obviously the main deal here. The main point is to get as much experience as possible and to actually complete the dungeon. And there you go, we did it. And we got a Berserker Axe. Look at that. Oh wow, gain a temporary speed boost every time an enemy is killed with the Berserker Axe. That sounds pretty fun, actually. That sounds pretty cool. All right, I'm actually not entirely sure. I mean, I'm obviously not a, I'm not a, what is it? I'm not a two-handed user, right? I'm not a two-handed user, but that sounds pretty awesome, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, let's actually take a look at this. Okay, so as you can see, I do have 24 in strength now. We're going to be getting another point in... I kind of want to get another point in Iron Flesh, but I should probably go for Power Strike. But does that actually matter too much? I'm going to go for the Iron Flesh, I think. We've got 75 HP now. I just want to try to maximize that as best as I can. Let's level up our two-handed weapon proficiency a little as well. And let's move on. Maybe we can actually fight some additional high elves right here. Or should I just go back over to the Undead Pirate Kingdom? It might make sense for me to go back to the Undead Pirates. Yes, I have no more food either, because we've been running around for quite some time now, and I made a mistake. So yeah, we're obviously going to have to get that. There we go. Because otherwise we're going to have some issues. Let's sell all of this stuff. I could sell the thick Dreadlord helm. I'm actually kind of intrigued about the Berserker Axe, to be honest. Kind of thinking that maybe it would be cool to use it, but at the same time, it just does not fit a Dark Elf, does it? It doesn't really fit a Dark Elf, but I don't know. Maybe it's going to be fun to use or just try it out, at least maybe once, and then we'll see if it's something that we really want to go for. Alright, so we're just going to buy a bunch of food. Hopefully that will appease our wonderful complaining companions. And there's a ransom broker. Not actually going to need that, I don't think. Yep, not actually going to need that. And I've also, obviously, as you might expect, still been looking for companions. Every single time I go into a tavern, I'm looking for a companion. I'm looking for Eleanor, most likely. because she's going to be really, really good for us. She's going to give us insane, well, all kinds of different party skills as far as I'm aware. Otherwise, I think what I'd like to do is actually raid a village. I think it might be kind of fun to raid a village. So let's actually go down here and see whether we can actually make that work. I don't know whether it's going to work because, let's face it, we are in a situation where maybe that's not going to be so good. Aha, hello. Do I want to go into a battle against this guy? I always feel like high elves have such, should we say, audacious names, and the names that they have are very intimidating as a result. I feel like they're very intimidating, at least. And as you can see, look at this. 13 renown value for this and -2 battle advantage. This is really bad for us, actually. Yeah, this is really, really bad, actually. We might have some issues. I'm going to have to tell my forces to come back here. Going to have to just do this. There we go. All right, fantastic. This is perfect. This is actually wonderful. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to tell my archers to hold fire here. We're going to tell my casters to go a little bit back, and then our infantry to go a little bit forward. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to literally just have this, because our infantry obviously need to be the ones to inflict the damage on the cavalry that come in, but unfortunately they're not that good because we don't have that many of them. And now we can fire at will. Here we go. This is what we wanted. We wanted to try and lure them in as much as possible, and now we can actually start doing some damage to them, and hopefully that is going to result in us getting some decent experience. Obviously I need to find the ward save guy now because we have so much cash. I should be able to get at least level 2, I think, at least level 2 in ward save, and that is going to be insane. That's basically going to be, what is it? What is the chance? I think it's like 2 of 6, isn't it? A 2 of 6 chance. So it's like, what, 33% or something? I don't know. It's not really 33%, but whatever. The fact is, it's going to give us a really, really good amount of survivability, and that's going to be the point. That is the main deal here. And look at this guy. Look at this guy. He literally has nothing left. He is basically done. He is pretty much done right here. And it's quite funny because I actually have haste. Someone gave me haste? These guys gave me haste, really? I didn't even realize. But yeah, they have apparently given me haste. And now we can just do absolute massive damage. Let's tell our infantry to charge in here. I may have to indeed charge our archers as well, but I don't really want to do that right now. Let's just stay on the infantry line here, make sure that we assist our forces as much as possible, because they're the ones that are going to stem the tide of the opponent. And they've still got 53. Look at that. They still have 53 enemies. That is amazing. Okay, wait a minute. Should I tell my guys to charge in? Yeah, let's tell my guys to charge in. I don't have any cavalry, so as you can see, we're just going to have to, you know, make do with what we've got here. And if I do get shot in the face, then that's absolutely fine, because we do have 75 HP now. And all I need to do is just kind of interrupt one of the wings of the archers and just try to inflict as much damage as possible here. If I was an undead pirate right now, I'd be able to use a vampiric sword and actually regain HP. But unfortunately, that is not the case right now. Yeah, that is not the case. I'm forever sad about that. But who knows? Maybe we'll create a character like that in the future. Maybe something along those lines. That would probably be pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, we're actually going to die, hilariously enough. Why are we going to die? Ah, I see. I see the issue. All right, I see the issue. I'm going to take a healing potion here, even though I generally frown upon taking potions in battles. But generally, the reason why we're doing that is because I just don't want to die, and I just want to get good experience, you know? I just want to get good experience. I should probably run away from this now, actually, all things considered. And, yeah, so anyway, I realize now that the reason why we were having so many issues is that my archers had no line of sight on the opponent. Because if you see here, they were down in this little depression of land, because you can see that they can't have any line of sight from down below there, because our archers were on the opposite side of that little hill. And that was the main reason why we were having issues, because if they had line of sight, that never would have happened. So me taking that damage, that was purely because I just like being a pincushion, as you can quite clearly tell. Yeah, we just got absolutely murdered. Okay, so 11 renown. This is a really good time, actually, for us to basically go and try to do... Oh, look at that, look at that. Nerthan has increased his intelligence to 13. Corvus has raised his strength to 16 and riding to 1. Fantastic. That's wonderful. That is actually really, really cool. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, basically the best thing for me to do now is maybe to find some farmer quests and actually do those, because then I can further increase my renown gain. And you can see here that we're actually at 90 company capacity now, because we are, you know, we've just done that really nice dungeon, and the renown gains are, you know, not insignificant. They actually are pretty good if you can succeed in the dungeons, of course. But we are now level 30, so the best thing I can do is try to find Cyrus. I think it's Cyrus, the one that sells it. But unfortunately for me, it looks to be it's going to be very difficult for me to find him. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.